Yo, what up, people? It's Mr. Motherfucking R here today, of course, my shitty ass currents as always, to give you guys Diamond No Ace Episode 5 motherfucking review, aka Ace of Diamonds. Anyway, this episode, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of disappointed, yet not disappointed. Like, I don't even know what to feel right now. I don't. Because, I mean, Edgerton didn't get to pitch. Like, I want to see what this dude can do when he gives it 110% and just throws a crazy ass pitch. Because they're rivals, him and that other dude. This dude though in this game. It's like switch pitcher. He gets up there. Because before the game, when they're all eating, of course, dude's like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that none of you motherfuckers hit my ball. And will you catch it? Like, because basically he wants that world famous catcher. I cannot remember his name right now. Mostly because it's late as shit and I want to hurry up and get these reviews done. But the thing about this episode that really got me was this dude just one fucking pitch. It hit the fucking coach right in the face, knocked off his helmet and everything. It went low and then curved straight up. And it was like that. You couldn't see the shit. I was like, damn. And now he's a first string. But there's a problem. I'm pissed because Edgerton isn't a first string. I'm kind of disappointed by that. But at the same time, I'm loving this dude's words of encouragement to his team. Like, it ain't over yet. The dude has never batted before, in any game, I believe, at all. This is his first time batting at a high school level. Possibly even ever, besides like a little couple games here and there. But he's mostly a pitcher. And this dude, of course, missed all three hits, but on the last one, the ball hit the catcher's mitt and just rolled off. And this motherfucker just darted towards first base. And he got safe. He was taking off running. You could see the ball behind him. The nigga was like just fucking flashing through the shit. I'm like, yes. Because he got the first base of all the freshmen. And although he didn't pitch, which really kind of disappointed me, because, I'm like, not yet. Like, it's episode 5. I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed because, Edgerton, we still haven't seen what he can do. Like, he's never used his full potential yet. He's never even, really scratched the surface of it. He threw one pitch with, all his might back when he still had, all this potential still. And now he's just been training a little bit more, running, but he really hasn't even broken into all that potential yet. And he got excited as shit when the coach is like, okay, you can go on the field. And he starts walking towards, of course, the catcher. He starts walking towards the fucking coach. Oh my god, this dude. So where you going? You're in right field. And I'm just like, oh fuck. Why? Because I'm kind of disappointed. I am. And a ball came towards him. Of course, he was going forward, went over his head. He tried to jump for it, and then you just see, of course, my thumbnail. I missed it. He picks up the ball, and as this dude's running to third base, the nigga whips it, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what was that?" Like, people were surprised by it. But what was even more surprising was the fact that the ball curved at the last moment and hit the nigga in the back. Like, but either way, I enjoyed this episode. I did, but at the same time, I kind of disliked it because the way it's going now, we already have 2 pitchers in first string. I don't know, it just seems like I don't really see Edgerton becoming the third pitcher, because then, I'm not gonna lie, that'll be some bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna speak my honest opinion. No, that'll be bullshit. No. I don't want to see 3 pitchers and they're just all going through each game yeah, switch out, switch out, switch out. I don't want to see that, but that's what it looks like it's gonna be. If anything, it's just going to be Edjon and his new rival. If like at the minimum, that's like the best case scenario I can see. But the worst case, of course, is like all three of these dudes just switching out all throughout the game. Like this nigga with this fantastic curveball that like legit nude. The ball will be right at your fucking face. And then with a swerve right into the fucking catcher's mitt. I don't know, it's just I'm not really into that. I mean, I'm into the whole team effort and the teamwork and all that, but I'm not into the whole like, yeah, we're gonna have these three pitchers, the main character, and then these two other motherfuckers. One of them is his rival, but he isn't really a main character because we don't know shit about him. He's only been relevant since last week's episode and this episode. And I'm just like, really? Like, I'm not into that. I mean, the dude hasn't even pitched yet. Like, and when he does throw the ball, he always fucks up, and I'm just like, oh. I don't get it. I just don't. It's making me frustrated. It honestly is, because I really like Edjon's character, and it just seems like throughout the entire thing, he's just he's just having these moments of pepping up the team, and then he's fucking up. And when it counts, though, he's like, if one thing goes wrong, like, of course, the ball went off the catcher's mitt, nigga takes off running towards the thing. Like, he doesn't give up, and I enjoy that about him. And I enjoy that he peps up the team, but I don't know. It's just, the way it's going, it seems like there's just going to be, like, three pitchers or two pitchers throughout the entire season. I'm just like, no. Like, Edjon, you're supposed to be the best. You're supposed to prove yourself to be the best. And I get he's your rival and all that, but I don't know. It's just like, the second that they introduced a rival, I was already like, oh, fuck. Because I even said in that review, last week's review, and I know a couple people kind of didn't like it, but you got to be honest. Like, yo, Edjon's the main character, and now they're bringing in this other dude. And I am enjoying this other dude. I am. Because he has a crazy-ass pitch, and I'm enjoying, like, the animation for it. And I'm liking his mysterious ways and why he joined the school, because he wants this motherfucker to catch his pitch that nobody else can catch. He wants that experience. But I don't know, I'm just disappointed with the way that this story's kind of going right now. I don't know, though, because I can't see into the future, so I don't know exactly where it's going to go. But so far, Edjon hasn't even pitched officially yet in anything. But at least, one thing that just overall just made this episode the shit for me was when this nigga was taking a shower, and when he's taking a bath, shower, he's getting fucking clean. And as he's, taking off his clothes and all that in the locker room, he's like talking about the coach, and like, oh my god, this nigga always wearing shades, what the fuck is his problem? And then he walks to the bathroom, and there's this nigga just sitting in the bath. It's like, yeah, with fucking shades on and shit. I'm just like, what the fuck? And he's just like, oh shit, did you hear me? Like, oh fuck, I'm dead. And then the coach asks him, it's like, why? And it's like, why don't you go to any of the games? And Edjon's response was like the best. He's like, man, I betrayed my friends to come here to prove that I was the best. I'm not going to watch no other pitcher. No, I'm going to be that pitcher. If I'm not on the mound, if I'm not in the game, I'm not going to go see it. And his mentality, even the coach said himself, that's ace mentality. He isn't going to watch a game if he ain't in it. He wants to be the team. He wants to lead the team. He wants to be on the team. He doesn't want to watch these motherfuckers play. He wants to actually play himself. He doesn't see fun in watching it. And he wouldn't be like able to cheer for him. He wouldn't honestly be able to cheer for this pitcher over here when he wants to be the pitcher. When he wants to be the pitcher. I swear to God, every time I say pitcher, it sounds like picture. And it's pissing me off. It really is. I don't know why, but fuck it. But either way, this episode, even though it's kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, it kind of is. I mean, I don't know. You could be somewhat different than me. I assume that a lot of people really enjoyed this episode. I did too. I honestly did. It's just there's some things I'm like, oh, really? Like, I don't know. I'm more like Prince of Tennis and like, like Arian O'Keefe and stuff like that. Even though it was kind of messed up and stuff like that, where you got this dude, and even though he's a part of the team, he's the main character, but he's also doing the main shit. Like, he isn't like it's episode 6 already, and this dude hasn't even like fucking thrown yet, really. Like, when you think about it, he only threw one time, and that was when he was visiting. Since then, and that wasn't even a fucking game, that was like a fucking practice. And so when you think about it, it's like, ah, fuck. But apparently the game still has 4 innings. And so, unless the coach decides to call it quits here, and God forbid they don't do this whole like montage where all the freshmen, because I assume that this is going to happen, where all the freshmen get powered up and like, yeah, we can do this, and then they start scoring more and they start getting their confidence up, and they start taking it to the third years. They start taking it to them. They're like, yeah, we're good too. We're going to show you what we're made of. We're going to give it our all until we go down on the floor. Until we pass the fuck out, we ain't stopping. That's how I see it happening next week's episode. Because the coach is going to call it. He's like, yeah, these freshmen, like, yeah, I already got everything I needed. When this motherfucker pitched, that was all I needed. But then when Edjun made that one base, I see next week's episode, it's going to start off with all these freshmen just getting fired up. And then this is where I'm in that mix zone. Where are they going to be fired up and then they're just going to play the game and they're just going to speed through and it's going to be like next day? Or is it going to be like they're going to play the game and then coach is going to be like, okay, you pitch now, Edjun. And then he's going to get a chance to show off his pitch in front of the press and do some crazy ass shit. Actually use that arm on the pitcher plate like he hasn't done yet. See what all this training can do for him. All this, stamina building he's been doing. Let's see what he actually is made of. And I'm really I'm really hoping that it's the second one. Because if it's just the first one where they just do like this nice little montage of all the freshmen just like hitting pitches, like, yeah, we're scoring points now, we're giving it our all just like them. That would be okay. But I mean, if Edjun doesn't pitch, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. I am. And I swear to God, if this nigga don't pitch, but he still becomes a first string, I'm not dealing with that bullshit either. Nigga has to pitch at least once, and then become a first string. That's just how I see it. If he's just like, yeah, you just made that one base. There you go. You fired up the team. You're in the first string now. I'll be like, no, bullshit. I'm not accepting that. I'm not. I can't. If he doesn't earn it the good way of, if he doesn't go for his dream of being the pitcher and actually pitches in order to get into that first string and become rivals with these dudes, if he's just like, yeah, you're the first string now, I'm going to be upset. Because that would just be like a bullshit move. That would be like, no, I'm not going to make references, because if I do, I'm going to piss some people off probably. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. But either way, you know what? I'll give this episode right here, even though it's episode 5 and I rate it on a harsher level. You know what? No. 9.3 out of 10. Yeah. I'm feeling that this episode was amazing. Yeah. No. 9.2 out of 10. Yeah, 9.2 out of 10. Yeah, that's better. It was great plus. I can't give that amazing just yet, because there were some cool ass moments in there, yes, but I wouldn't say that they were necessarily amazing. Not just yet. I'm giving it a great plus. It was better than good. It was better than great. It was great fucking plus. But it wasn't quite amazing. I want to give it, and at first I thought about it, and I even said it, but no, fuck it. 9.2 out of 10. It's close to amazing, but I don't feel when I think about the episode as a whole that it just hit that amazing mark just yet. Not yet. Not in this episode. Maybe next week's episode, depending on how they do it. But I don't know. This episode, even though I got my little gripes with it, I still enjoyed it. And that's what I'm liking about this. Even though I can be like, oh my god, this shit. Like, really? I don't give a fuck about this one. Come on, I want to see Edgerrin pitch. Come on, bro. What the fuck's going on? Like, come on. Like, Edgerrin, really? Like, sometimes I get those moments, but I don't care. Because it's still a 9.2 out of 10. It was a great plus episode. I gotta give it that. Because I enjoyed a lot of it. It's just those little things that personally I was like, When it comes to the story, I'm like, like, I don't want him to get in cheaply. I don't want him to just be like, yeah, you got the pep, man. You got the attitude. Yeah, you're first string. I don't want him to get in easy. I want him to work his ass off. And he's been working his ass off. But I at least want to see this nigga pitch. I want to see it. I mean, it's been 5 episodes. I want to see this dude throw a pitch in a fucking game. Like, because, I mean, it's only going to be 13 episodes long. I mean, it's kind of like, we're running out of time. Like, but I know. Episode 6, they're going to step their game up, hopefully. Yes. I see it happening. Episode 6 is where the stops are going to be removed, and it's going to stop with all this, like, training and getting to know all these players, and it's going to be more about focusing on the season and the game and first string and the remainder of this game right here. Because I don't think the coach is going to cut it now that Edgerrin has finally just possibly boosted up the team's morale to a level where they're going to give it their all, and they're going to take the fight to these motherfuckers instead of saying, we're losing, we don't stand a chance. Either way, Smithers to a motherfucking R. Next episode, all I can say. I see what's possibly going to happen, but I cannot say what's going to happen because I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Like, I don't know what's going to happen next. I'm just assuming what's going to happen next based on what I've seen. So peace the fuck out.